The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
When I found out I had atrial fibrillation, a serious but highly treatable heart condition, the first thing I thought of was who would take care of my wife and children if anything were to happen to me? My doctor recommended Prevactin. I had a lot of questions, so I did some research. It turns out Prevactin is the #1 recommended drug for Crohn's disease. I think my doctor's trying to kill me and steal my wife.
Doctors. They'll stop at nothing to get your wife.
All my friends are vegan faggots, bros. Searching for another man to blow. They're all gay and they're into dudes. They don't want any meat in their food. All my friends are vegan faggots, bro. Searching for another man to blow. They're all gay and they're into dudes. They don't want any meat in their food. Welcome to the Veggie Grill. Hi, my name is Dave and I am gay. What would you like today? Just because I'm vegan doesn't mean I don't swallow cocks night and day. 'Cause I am gay. If you ever had a bunny rabbit sleep next to you, if you ever had a chicken hen make sex to you, then you get why it's bad to eat them in your food. Animals are friends, we all are gay. All my friends are vegan faggots, bro. Searching for another man to blow. They're all gay and they're into dudes. They don't want any meat in their food. We feel that it's wrong to eat a little snail. We eat sweaty balls with a little kale. You should come to the vegan convention. You'll come on several men's chins. If you're into having big cock swing next to you, if you ever had a pig stuck his penis into you, it brings meaning to the saying cockle-doodle-doo. After all, we're gay, nothing more to say. All my friends are vegan faggots, bro. Searching for another man to blow. They're all gay and they're into dudes. They don't want any meat in their food. Animals should not be on our plate, but animals, they might be good today. I'm out here banging some homeless mud, looking for a set of monkey nuts.
I'd almost given up on online dating.
Other dating sites kept matching me with people who were healthy for me, but there just wasn't any chemistry.
At eHarming Me, we identify your deepest insecurities so we can find you that special toxic someone that gives you those butterflies people mistake for true love.
I just knew when I met him that he was the one because he triggers all of my childhood wounds.
I withhold validation.
He does.
The moment I met her, I knew I couldn't live without her.
I'm emotionally unavailable.
eHarming Me asks questions about your self-destructive patterns so we can find someone you're truly attracted to.
I love that eHarming Me asks me questions like, do you feel you don't deserve someone who wants you? Are you a lesbian? And if so, are you always drawn to straight girls? No other site asked me that. I'm straight. This isn't gonna work out. I'm so attracted to that. and emotionally invested.
We even have a team of therapists who will analyze your profile for mommy and daddy issues.
My mom's a hypercritical alcoholic. All the other dating sites kept matching me with women that were functional and loved me for who I am. But the sparks just weren't there. Thanks to eHarming Me, I finally met my one true love.
You're a failure.
We're engaged.
eHarming Me, because healthy is boring. But pain and drama and intense feelings that we mistake for love, but really we're just trying to heal our past by picking a partner that triggers our childhood wounds, is exciting. Sign up today for a free trial.
We met through eHarming Me, and we just celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversaries! I love him so much.
I'm a cheater, just like her dad.
eHarming Me, because it's not love unless it hurts.
It feels good. It's bad.
Dear penis, I don't think I like you anymore. You used to watch me shave. All you do is stare at the floor. Oh, dear penis, I don't like you anymore. It used to be you and me, a paper towel in a dirty magazine. That's all we needed to get by. Now it seems things have changed. I think you're the one to blame, dear penis. I don't like you anymore. He sings, dear Rodney, I don't think I like you anymore. When you get to drinking, you put me places I've never been before, dear Rodney. I don't like you anymore. Why can't we just get a grip on our man-to-hand relationship? Come to terms of truly how we feel. If we put our heads together, we just stay home forever, dear penis. I think I like you after all. Oh, and Rodney, while you're shaving, shave my ball. Thank you very much for coming out. Good night.
You know I'm horny, I know you care. I'll scoop you up in my wheelchair. I want your body to smell your farts. Please let me watch you while you're playing in the yard. Are we an item? Boy, quit playing. I wear a diaper to keep from spraying. Then there's another, looked right at my tail flies. My first love broke my heart for the first time. And now I'm so horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. I'm so horny all of the time, time. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. I'm so horny all of the time, time.
When I was 63, I saw my first boy. Nobody compared to my baby. He filled my pants with joy. He had me going crazy, gave me half a chop. I kidnapped him daily. I gave him back rub. I brought my pants down and beat my meat when I saw him in the street. Spying on him in the playground, chatting in the chat room every week. He got my Jimmy raging, cause he was so amazing. But now my balls are aching, and I just keep on staying.
Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. I'm so horny all of the time, time. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. Horny, 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 oh. I'm so horny all of the time. Get in our van, yeah, yeah. Get in our van.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get
From the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
What's up, everybody? Why is this thing not reducing sound like it's supposed to? Something's messed up. No, it's not.
But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.
All right, let's try that. All right, that's a little bit better. What's up, everybody? Ooh. Oh, it's okay. Oh, hot. It's hot. It's hot on the bottom. She told me this stat like 2 seconds ago, and I ignored her. Oh, my God. What's up? It's Wednesday, everybody. Hump day.
Why is it not Friday?
What day is it, Karen? What day is it? What day?
It's hump day.
Yeah, that's right. Damn right it is. I was so looking forward to Saturday because now I get to go ahead and see strippers at a bowling alley. It's great. It's gonna be fantastic. Can you just imagine strippers holding 2 balls over their chest? We're gonna take pictures of that. 2 bowling balls right there on their
Actually,
their
that sounds
breasts.
exciting.
That would be, except we're gonna put like a bra around it.
I should give David one of my bras, and he can set that up right there on where the bra. I don't know, because I will say, they are very good at making sure, like, the sanitizing and all that stuff. That's like, once you pick out a ball and you put it down on the whatever that thing's called.
Oh, they're right there. Yeah, the rack.
Yeah, they're yeah. They you can't like take them back to the shelf or anything like that. You have to leave them there.
Yeah, you have to clean your balls before you put them back. So
yeah.
that's
Well, actually, they want you to leave them now. So
that's right.
Come and sanitize them.
Yeah, they like cleaning balls.
Yeah, they like to rub them all down.
They want to make sure those balls are wiped down nice and nice and neat. So are we getting too dirty now? Anyway. What's going on, everybody? 813-699-5353. It's the Wednesday show of the Charles Richardson Show. It's a show on the 3rd of March. First show of March.
I don't even know how it's March already.
Yep, March Madness, which is only in basketball, but I'm saying maybe we can be our own madness.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of maddening as it is. But, Wednesday, March 3rd, for all you people out there that wonder, when do we go live? Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
What stations are you on? Plenty.
David's mom always gets it backwards. She thinks that it's Tuesday and Thursday.
What is she? What is she
Monday
on?
and Thursday.
What is she on? Korean time or something?
I don't
like
know.
that?
I keep telling her. She's like, I keep forgetting.
It's Wednesdays and Fridays.
Wednesday and Friday.
And like I tell my wife, it's like if I had my own way, it's like it'd be Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Which you know how terrifying that would be for you. You just think you have to make the trip here 2 days a week. And watch it be 5 days a week.
Well,
I'd be getting calls at least every other day saying, I can't make it. It has
yeah,
to be.
because the problem would be, like, there's absolutely no way I could have shown up today. I cut work early, actually, and we left at 5 because there's no way I could have come here without showering.
That's what I'm.
Oh,
see,
it's
that's
okay.
what I'm talking about.
We were worn out. I mean, we were.
This is the thing. Karen does so much for so many people. She is. She's really that one kind-hearted person that will, as long as you're on her good side and you didn't piss her off, or
amen to that one.
You're not anti-Trump. She'll go ahead and shower you with
I
love.
love you even if you're anti-Trump.
Okay, well, all right, that's the one exception.
Which he rocked it at CPAC, by the way.
Oh, CPAC. He's packing it all right. But yeah, back to you. It's like you'll go above and beyond for everybody. And it's like, this was like last year. No, not last year. The year before last. You started like, listen, this we got to stop. Because you're over here complaining that everybody's taking you for a jungle gym ride.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking you for a ride on something. Because what you do is eventually it's not enough. People are always going to bitch and complain, well, that's it, really? And look what all you get. Like, you just start getting shit for staying at whatever efficiency you're in some motel that you're doing work for, and it's like, well, they're cutting you some slack. Well, no shit, because they're fucking busting your chops.
And my biggest thing is, and it's really a hard lesson. I'm still trying to learn to say no. Because, as you know, my health just really horrifically declined last year.
And that's the point. And that's the point I'm trying to make is Karen will go ahead and listen. I asked her already because she said she has a headache, she has a migraine, she bought alcohol, she's putting alcohol in her drink, she's going to drive home drunk. I mean, so it's like
Just
she's
one
putting
little bottle.
she's putting her well-being, and that's all alcohol, by the way. And she's putting her well-being at risk right now. I'm just kidding. It's not all alcohol, but it's about
I'm
like
chasing
90%.
it with water.
Yeah, the water's chasing, but the alcohol is going through the bloodstream really quick. And it's like I'm over here, like I asked her, it's like, listen, would you have? Is this one of these times where you basically put your health aside to say, I'm coming in and doing the show anyway? And it's like, I mean, there wasn't really a straight answer. So I'm thinking, yeah, you're over here doing what I told you a year and a half ago to say, listen, if you're not able to do it, if it's going to cause you that harm or make you ache even further or put out of your way, don't do it. I don't pay you anything. Now, if you're willing to come on, and this is better than being at home, which apparently she did say. She said this is at least better than being at home. David's listening, so I have to go ahead and put it on there.
Yeah, with no explanation of what I said past that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he says you have no problem telling him no. Well, that's for other things. That's for things she really don't want. Anyway, but I'm just saying it's like, this is something you got to go ahead and you got to be for you. You have to look after you. Like you just said on the air, and I didn't even know this. You said on the air, I had to cut work early because I had to go shower. And did I?
I was we were ready though.
But did you lose money on something that you could have done a little bit?
No,
further?
It's a big job, so it's going to take us a couple days to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So it was fine. I mean, if it was one of those like when we were painting and I absolutely can't get out of there, then that's a different story. But this one, and I'll tell you what, I got to give kudos to the kids because they're 11 and 12, and when it's jobs that they can go and make a little bit of money, then we let them, and this happened to be one of those.
Right.
But
what's the job though? What are you guys doing? And again, by the way, she is part of Hulk Hulling and Contracting, which is one of our sponsors. So go ahead and tell them what you guys doing.
I mowed 3.5 acres.
By hand?
Oh, yeah.
Or did you ride?
I had a rider.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, shit.
A zero turner.
I couldn't do that.
But let me tell you something. This, because it's pasture, so it's just not smoothed out or anything when they develop this land.
Oh, man.
It was beating the crap out of me.
Yeah. Back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
do you need something? Do you need like an Advil or something?
I took something. It's just not working, which is par for the course. But the kids, David was, he has to trim down, they call it, David, you'll have to tell us the term for it because I forgot already. But anyway, basically it's not topping the tree and shaping the tree. You're just basically cleaning out the bottom of it. So everything that's hanging down in the pasture, because she has a horse and she's going to be riding the horse through there.
Right.
Don't want to run into a limb. So it's just basically cleaning the bottom end of it. So the kids were dragging it because we're going to burn it.
Yeah.
And so thank goodness we didn't have to load that on the trailer.
So basically what he's doing, he's cleaning the shaft.
Yeah, for the most part, yes. So he's doing
David
all
knows
that.
David knows nothing about cleaning shafts.
No,
not at all.
So he's doing that all along the
Dirty.
fence line and throughout the pasture, and the kids are dragging these limbs.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see them slowing down because they're like...
He said lifting it. Is that what it is? Is that the term,
lifting the tree?
it?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's lifting it, all right.
Thank you, because I could not remember.
Right.
And so they're starting to slow down and slow down. So instead of taking like 3 or 4 limbs at a time, I see them with these completely dead, like 1 limb at a time.
Wow.
I'm like, guys, you can't. They're like, oh, this is a really hard job. I said, yeah, they're not all going to be easy. I said, this is a hard one. And then Davey found out it's going to take more than 1 day.
No, I don't want to do this. Let's go back to school.
Yeah, I know. He's like, what? You mean we're not going to be done today? I'm like, no. And then we still have to clean around the pond, too, which that pond looks scary as shit.
Yeah.
Because it's covered in
You better watch
lily
out. There's no
pads.
gators in there.
She said she has no idea what's in there. And then after...
And she's going to say, well, she might be paying you like hazard pay or something.
after I had done all the mowing back there, She was talking to David, and she goes, "I lost too many horses back there to snakes."
What?
Like,
listen,
thank God I did not come across any.
Listen, if we don't see you for the wedding, then we know what happened.
Right.
The snakes ate you.
I was like, I couldn't get told that before I went back there.
Yeah. What was this when we were giving you the quote?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Quote just went up by like $1,000.
I was like, no. I did almost run into like several spiders, which, like face to face with them, it was almost like death.
If you can't handle spiders,
I cannot handle.
You're
spiders.
not going to be able to handle whatever the fuck is in that pond.
No, and
there's no way.
So Davey and Kelsey are both, "Oh, we should go check the pond out." And I said, "Well,
yeah, go
all
right
I can
ahead.
tell you is this could have been Betty White's property before."
Oh, no, stop.
And David goes, "That pond's not big enough for an alligator that size." I said, "Well, what about one of its babies?"
Right.
And like, just keep the kids away from the
says
pond.
it has to be Lake Placid alligator?
I know.
This could be one of those alligators that just goes ahead and chops a leg off.
And you can't see the water because it's completely covered with lily pads. So there's no telling what's in that water. And
Yeah.
I was like, I am not going anywhere near it.
No way.
So I told David, I said, if you want any closer than 15 feet touched over there, I said, you're going to
You better bring a 15-foot pole. That's all you're going to say.
I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
Fuck you! Yeah, not happening.
But
if they want that pond clean, they need to go ahead and like I said, they need to double your price. Or you need to double the price.
They just cleaning it. They don't want the actual pond itself done. They just want the outer.
I don't care. You know what they do? Like the first 5 feet against the road. That's not even considered your property.
Right.
So that's the first 15. Oh, that's not us. I'm sorry.
Wally Gator. Any gator. Like, I don't mind going and seeing gators.
Wally Gator. Isn't that at Walmart? Some people that act like
probably
idiots.
But I don't want one to like sneak up on me by no means.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to keep your eyes peeled on that one.
So I was like,
careful.
But now I'm done with that side of the pasture, so I'm good. So now it's just dragging these trees. So we got a ratchet strap because they were big limbs. David wasn't cutting them down small for us by no means. So I taught the kids how to tie around the limbs so that I could drag it, and then they untied it, and it was a little less work for them, a little less strenuous. But Davey's like, I said, this is how you like pile them so that you can carry 3 or 4 at a time. Mom, you're just stronger than us. And I said, it's really not strength. I said it has to do with you've got them piled on top of each other, and you're basically using it to drag the rest of them. So
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's a little more weight to it, but still. So it was a full day. So speaking of the business, okay.
There's more.
Your friend
Jesus.
that did the logos. So he was talking back.
Tony?
Bill is who does it, isn't it? Is it Tony?
It could be Bill.
Okay.
That's why I know Tony did my show logo.
Oh, okay.
Bill did some of the Raw Talk Online stuff.
Okay. Well, whichever one he had the number for, whoever he talked to.
Yeah.
So he gets this logo, and he.
Is this the one you sent me?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So the very first one.
Hold on, I gotta get this on. This is gonna be funny.
Yes, because people need to tell me what they see.
I already know what I see. I see just one big gruesome motherfucking thing.
Well,
that's all I know.
Bill, I know he's eventually going to harass me about it.
No, he's not. I'll make sure of that.
But it is funny, but
it is. Okay, so which one we want to do the first?
The very first one.
The one to the left.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. And okay, so this is wow, Hulk Hulling and Contracting. We got it. So we got the Hulk, who's basically flexing like open arm, and then
what's he got in his hand?
Looks like he's got a toilet brush in one hand. And then what the hell is that brick?
Okay, so that I'm assuming is supposed to be like a truck trailer because we haul.
I guess.
So it was kind of cool that he put in, he got the Marvelous Service in there, so that was really good.
That's good.
But the other hand is supposed to be logs, but
that's not logs.
When I saw it, it's supposed to be...
That's a tree.
It's supposed to be... Oh, wait. Go to the other one. Go to the other one.
Told me the one to the
left.
Well,
I thought that was the one.
No, it wasn't the one.
Okay, yeah. So that's what he ended up making it into with the tree.
So the one we just saw is the one. All right.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? They're the dildos.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those are dildos.
I said, he showed me the logo, and I'm like, what is in his hand?
You know what
He
it
goes,
was is he pulled out the dildo and he's wincing in pain, and that's what his face is.
I told David, I said, tell me that does not look like a double-ended dildo. And he goes, no. And I'm like, yes, it does.
It does.
So I sent it to a couple
That
people
is a
and said,
double-ended. Oh
what
my
does it look
God.
like? I said, I cannot put that on a business card or anything.
No.
Because it just doesn't look right.
No.
So David texts him back and he goes, just a couple changes. And he goes, one of the things is because Karen thinks that it looks like an adult toy in his hand.
An adult toy. He's trying to go ahead. Is he really trying to go ahead and here? I'm gonna do side by side. Hold on. I'm gonna do side by side of what it is, what it looked before and what it looks like now, and see if I can make them like similar sizes. Maybe, hopefully, that'd be nice. 1, 2. Okay. This is what. Okay, so there's a side by side comparison. One's holding dildos, the other one's holding tree sticks or tree limbs. Either one could be shoved up your ass. I'm just saying.
I said, I think it would look cool if he had like the whole tree because that's strength, but
I kind of like the writing on the left one though. But instead, now it's kind of like smushed together. You see what I'm saying? Take a look at the. I mean, it's up there right now on the page.
Yeah. See, I think you should drop the numbers below each other instead of side by side, because I wanted my number added, and now, by the grace of God, business is flowing so much that David, like every 15 minutes, was having to answer his phone during a job Sunday.
That's good.
It's very good. But I told him, I said, you can't be doing that. I said, so we need to put my number first so that you're not always interrupted. But I think they should go below each other because I agree. I think now it looks a little crowded. But
yeah, it does. I think that there should be, up and bottom.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. I've tried looking at it every which way, and I cannot get past that. Those are not 3 logs. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And I said, so David told him, he goes, I'm sorry. He goes, her mind tends to be in the gutter a lot. And I'm like, your mind doesn't have to be in the gutter.
I'm not in the gutter. Mine is in the gutter most of the time. But it's like, no, I'm thinking, look, those are freaking dildos. Those are Hulk-sized dildos.
I said it to a friend of mine, and she was like, oh, it looks really good. And I'm like, no, what does it look like is in his hand? So then she goes, logs. And I said, well, this is what I think. She goes, okay, I was trying to be nice. She goes, but I see it too. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought.
No way.
No.
Everybody watching on Facebook Live, go ahead and comment. Also call in 813-699-5353. Number 1, do you see dildos on the picture to the left? And number 2, would you use them? I'm just saying. The Hulk is like 12 feet, 14 feet tall, and he's about half his size. That's a 7-foot dildo. Imagine having that shoved up your ass. That would hurt.
A little.
Just a little. Even if it was shoved like quarter of the way. That's bad. That's horrible.
But I mean, I have to say, I think what we'll do is the one I have that I did, we'll use for letterhead. Mm-hmm. But this will definitely, I think, looks more impressive. More.
Well, listen,
I think people are going to remember it more than the double H's.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I kind of went with. I have a thing with my website right now. Let me explain what's going on. I finally added you guys to the website for sponsors. The problem is that I have an issue going on with my server company, and the problem is www.rawtalkonline.com expired.
Right.
So it expired to the point where, well, okay, you would think if it expired, I can just go ahead and buy it again with a different company. No. There is a 30-day grace period.
That's so stupid.
Followed by another 30-day waiting period. So for the time being, I am having my website as one of the Wix free sites. And you can see that on the Raw Talk Online Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm not expecting a lot of traffic on the website. I mean, I'll post my link as much as I can, and as soon as I figure out what to do with the app and get the app back up and running, that would be great too. I mean, everybody that had the app now before it went away still works. So, but right now, if you want to listen to Matt Connerton or the morning shows, you'd either have to go to TuneIn, which we're there, and listen that way. I believe we're on a few others too, but if you want to go ahead and visit the website, which, listen, I like the website. I think the website looks really nice, and it's really cleaned up. It's really got a fresh little bit of a fresh air. I'm going to give you the link because I want you to kind of see it. You got to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So copy in, and I'm going to send it to you directly. Yeah. So look at your. Oh, actually, I already gave it to you.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I'd looked at it.
So that's what it is. It's got a nice fresh look. It has the whole screen now with our what do we call them? Our feature shows. Of course, me is first. You got Matt Connerton on there. We've got Tony D. And, of course, we got the morning shows because we want to feature all of our live shows. Tony D's on there. I'm on there. Inside the Mothership is on there. Everything that's live is being featured. Now, if you want to go ahead and take a look at the other shows that we have going on, of course, we have them. You get the contact information. You get the merch page. The About Raw Talk Online. I don't even know if anybody cares. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. Because who cares how Raw Talk Online came to fruition?
Right.
Nobody cares. So I'm just thinking about just getting rid of that. But when Bill was doing the website, he's like, let's make it and see what Raw Talk Online is all about. I was like, let's do that. Okay, fine, whatever. Got the merch page, which I still haven't seen any residuals. I don't even think we sold a goddamn shirt. But whatever. It's fun. It's fun to see my logo on a shirt, even though it's like cropped. It's still fun. And of course, we're looking for more sponsors. So Southpaw Customs, they're making it where they're taking the bread and giving me a piece when they get a piece. And Hulk Culling and Contract, and I'm doing it as kind of my heart to kind of pay a little bit to Karen and David because they do drive a ways. Even though it may not seem like a ways to them, I mean, listen, when you say 25, 30 minutes, people are like, you do that for free? Why would you do that? And I even told them, it's like, you realize how long how long of a trip you guys have?
I'd have to drive the same distance to a counselor. So,
but I'm just saying though, is this counseling? To
yes.
You? Oh God.
I know it's hard to believe, but it really does just kind of de-stress me.
Dr. Richardson here at your service.
There you go.
All we need is a freaking something. And one thing too, I like too, and when you go to the home section, and I don't know if you can do this on the phone. But on the home section below the favorites, you got the Raw Talk Online Facebook page. You can see the feed. And to the right, you have a as it's happening broadcast schedule. Like they had an app with my my radio.co subscription where you can actually create a widget, put it on the page, and it shows you number one, the shows that are on during the week, and it'll have a little green floating dot next to the one that's live right now. So if I go on mine, if I go on the site and I'm going ahead and find, okay, what's on right now? Wednesday, it says the Charles Richardson Show Wednesday with a little green circle that's pulsating right now saying, yeah, this is what's on right now.
Right.
So that's cool, and I like that. So, but anyway, that's what's happening with the website. And, of course, Matt Connerton, one of our newest shows, which, by the way, is featured up there in New Hampshire on an FM station, so you know it's not going to be any cuss words. But he's very entertaining up there, so definitely give a tune in to Matt Connerton. I actually like him on Facebook, too. Okay. Matt Connerton Unleashed is his show page. Very entertaining. And, again, that's just showing you how much live stuff we have going on the radio station. And I really wish I had more time to put into it. I would just try to fill in little bits and pieces here because right now, between 7:30 and 1 p.m., we have morning shows back to back. We got DJ Scotty in the Morning Mayhem, simulcasting up there from Just for Fun Radio in Georgia from 7:30 to 10. Now, they go over, but I got to cut their nuts off at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, DJ. So at 10 o'clock, Steve Jarrett takes over in his morning show, the Steve Jarrett Morning Show from 10 to 1. And he plays a lot of mainstream music and oldies, and he's an old-time morning show host. It's not the wacky morning zoo, but he's got a lot of segments in there that, news of the weird, the back in the day wheel or whatever. He's got a lot of things there, so it's very entertaining. Now, from 1 o'clock on is where we had just wide open until my show on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I got a hold of Matt Connerton, who I've caught his show. Again, very entertaining. And he does Monday through Fridays, 4 to 6 Eastern. And again, that just fills a huge slot 5 days a week.
Right.
From 4 to 6. I'm thinking, yeah. So now, if I can talk my wife and maybe going Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, it would sound a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Instead of Wednesdays and Fridays, saying, what the fuck are you doing? Wednesdays and Fridays, that's it? You get a bunch of pussies? What about Monday? So I'm trying to talk to her.
And
anyway,
Monday, there's always something to talk about because Mondays
you're coming
suck
off the
ass.
weekend. You're coming off the weekend,
Yeah.
and you're right. Mondays do suck ass. But
I know, sometimes by Wednesday, I forget what I did over the weekend.
Right. And I'm over here. I know I'm not posting on Monday because it's just let me get through the day. I don't want to be here anymore.
Sometimes that's what I post. It's
You're
just
right.
me dragging ass.
Yeah.
Like somebody stick an IV of coffee in me or something.
Yeah, like one of those memes where somebody's literally dragging their ass on a carpet or something. So yeah, it's exciting what's going on the radio station. I'm very happy about it. Of course, we got Tony D on his show on Saturday, and then we got Inside the Mothership on Sunday, and the weekend is wide open. But I usually just keep that for music, unsigned music, until there's a show that comes on. And that's the way it's been. And hey, listen, if you guys, anybody out there that knows anybody that has a show, likes to have more exposure, I would love it to be live. I don't want to do any more pre-recorded stuff. I'd like a live show. Get in touch with me. Follow me on Facebook. Get in touch with me, and we'll get it on. Listen, Raw Talk Online is not a huge station. I would like it to be huge, but it's not right now. But it's an extra couple of views for you. So let me know. Anyway, there's my plug. We talked about your little thing where you do too much for everybody. We talked about what type of work you guys do with Hulk Hulling and Contracting, that you guys are an awesome sponsor. Don't pay me anything, but it's you pay me with loyalty. Let's put it that way. That's what you pay me in. And I'm happy about that. I really am. See, the first day, there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of negativity in here for the first half hour. I'm
right?
trying to figure out why. Why is that? Is there any negativity we need to talk about? Or can it wait for the next segment?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah,
I'm not,
no. What the hell's
I'm not
going
really
on with
pissed
us?
Off. I'm just, honestly, I'm going around in circles. It's what I feel like between the wedding and work and everything else. And I swear I keep doing my to-do list for the wedding, and it keeps growing instead of getting shorter.
You got... And listen, nobody in their right mind has ever said planning a wedding's easy. It's never easy. I don't care how easy you think it's going to be.
I told David, I said,
is.
we set our date to get married at the wrong time because I was like, oh, we'll get started on ours as soon as we're done with hers. And now I'm like, I don't even want to start mine.
Yeah, right.
I might have to take a little bit of a sabbatical. Just a month.
But listen.
It's not.
You think of it. You think of a mobile DJ, and you think, oh wait, he's got all the knowledge in the world. I mean, the only thing next to a mobile DJ with knowledge of a wedding would be the wedding planner.
Mm-hmm.
You would think, and I'm over here. It's like we get so freaking bogged down, me and my wife, about what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to plan it, who gets paid what, when are we gonna get in contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many angles to this shit, and it's like you think you have something booked, and it is booked. But it's like, well, we have to do a check-in. We have to do this. We have to do that thing. Fuck you.
Yes.
I want to show up and just everything be done.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you need to hire a wedding planner, because then you can just patch all that shit to that person, whether it be a he or she. Which, by the way, I want to talk about the he or she issue.
Ugh.
It's really pissing me off.
You and I both.
The he and she issue is it's really starting to cramp me up, even worse than my stomach cramps. I've been having stomach cramps recently, and I think it has to do with me starting up my blood pressure medication because they said that was one of the side effects. But oh man, I should just save it. We should go to a break.
Okay.
Let's save it. We'll take a few minutes. I'll have some more of my wings over here, which are drowning in sauce, by the way, which I love. Teriyaki wings, they're good. I'm gonna get some of that drink too, by the way.
Good.
I need some drink. So hang in there, guys. We got a couple of songs for you. Go ahead and enjoy them. They're from Downfall 2012, and Nice Apathy. Make sure you go ahead and like them as well. We're gonna go ahead and play those tunes. We're gonna come right back, talk to you, and if you want to call in, you know the number 813-699-5353. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We cough on the competition. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Don't stop the madness, break banana, dragons will ruin your told the boy a sweet story, and we had another round. Now drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. We'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And I might see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Yes, I'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And Mary McGregor, well, she was a pretty whore. She always greet you with a smile and never lock her door. But on the day she died, I'll admit it sounded weak. For Mary McGregor finally got some sleep. Ah, we'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. We'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. So drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Well, I once loved a girl, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, and she gave me a cold. So now I sit standing here, out in the pouring rain. I'll stumble back to Kelly's pub, and cry away me pain. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight.
WFOC. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353.
I'll keep an angel of you, eternal
Welcome back, everybody. 813-699-5353. And also, might as well go ahead and let you know again about Hull Culling and Contracting. They are the best in Southwest Florida. If you need to go ahead and any odd job around the house, car, lawn, trees, you name it. And, of course, they do hauling as well. Make sure you go ahead and give them a call. Give David a call. His the main number, the 941-204-1264. Karen is the secondary, although should probably be the first. 941-916-0130, excuse me. It's Hull Culling and Contracting, serving all of South Florida. South Florida, and then beyond. Like going all the way up to like Claremont if they really wanted to.
Yeah, somebody just asked us if we'd be willing to go to Tampa.
Well, you've been to Tampa before. That's nothing.
That's what we said.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we'll go to Tampa.
I mean, the job has to be worth it, but yes, we'll go there.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not going there for $50.
You got a travel fee, delivery fee, service fee, a we don't give a shit about you fee, and all that other type of shit.
Listen, we gave an estimate. This has been about a week ago. On a lady's garage ceiling, the drywall is obviously she has a leak in her roof. She's getting ready to replace the roof.
Right.
So she had a guy come in and about redoing the ceiling in the garage where it had leaked and went water through, you know. She
so
said,
a big job.
Yeah. So she said he walked over, took a pencil, poked 2 holes in the drywall where it was wet.
Yeah.
Said that should help with drainage.
Yeah. How fast did he lose his nuts?
I'm like, she goes right over top of my brand new washer and dryer, and she says, and that was his solution.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Go to fucking hell. That's really
But
shitty.
even if that was your idea, why would you
do
go
it?
ahead and cause
Yeah.
more damage, you know?
You dipshit.
Idiot.
Idiot.
She needs her roof redone too.
you!
David's like, as much as I would like to, that's not really what I'm licensed to do. Because our license only goes up to a certain job size and monetary value.
Yeah.
And roofing's not, especially this one, it's a tile. It's the ceramic tile. This is old tile.
Dinner was full!
So no wonder it's leaking.
Yeah. Basically, going up to the shitter is full. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
But Hull Culling and Contracting, make sure you go ahead and check it out. There's a Facebook meme I kind of want to talk about. This one here, right there, is the butt crack of Mr. Potato Head. Basically telling Hasbro to kiss his ass, and his being the proper terminology. Mr. Potato Head. I reported on Friday that Hasbro has decided to take out the Mr. and just call it Potato Head. Excuse me, Potato Head, not Potato Head. And they, because of major backlash, which everybody that participated in that major backlash, thank you very much. After the major backlash, they're going to go ahead and stick with Mr. Potato Head. So they're basically, Mr. Potato Head right there saying, kiss my ass, kiss my hairy male
They're
ass.
still releasing the Potato Head, though.
But you could.
They're still going to release
You're
it.
allowed to call him Mr.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what needs to be done. I just said this yesterday. There has got to be more of us that are not so lost in our brain that we can rationalize the stupidity of all this than there are those that are that stupid. And we should fight back.
Yeah.
They're worried about losing those sales. Because somebody thinks we're, anti-gay or we're sexist for not saying there's more genders than male and female.
Right.
No.
First off, number one. First off, number one, there is two, and I did this on Friday with the mayor went ahead, or the senator went ahead and posted that sign. There are two sexes. You're either male or female. Now, if you want to identify as being gay, go ahead. If you want to identify as being poly or whatever, whatever these others, it's just it's made up, is what it is. It's made up. Now, and I'm not shitting on anybody who's got some mental disorder, but you have failed parenting. And I don't care, you can go ahead and chastise me. Because I'm only a dad to a foster/adopted kid. If you allow your son or daughter who was born that way to allow them to change genders, you have failed as a parent.
I agree.
Because you are supposed to tell that person that's who you are and make them the best male or female that there are. Now, if you've gone ahead and put some doubt in their mind, like, well, I was born more female, but I'm in a male's body. Well, then, son, you need to go ahead and get a fucking exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go ahead and get that demon out of you. Because that's all it is a demon. It's a demon that says, well, no, you're not supposed to have a dick. You're supposed to have a vagina. But the rest of your body's okay. It's just, you need to have an innie and not an outie. It's like somebody with a fucking belly button. Like, really? An innie and an outie? Bastard. There's only two genders. And let's see if this caller actually has something to say about that. What do you think about that, caller?
Hey, it's Billy with Outlaw Radio. How you doing?
Billy, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. And yes, I did have to chime in on this questions, on this subject. And, because prior to your show, there was a video that I caught that just made me sick to my stomach. First off, I want to say that I'm going to ask you, who Richard Ramirez was, right?
Richard Ramirez. Name sounds familiar. He's probably not Richard anymore, is he?
No, he's dead, and he should be, but he should have been executed properly. But cancer took over before the death row sentence. I'm talking about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Now that rings a bell.
Okay, so, we know that he committed horrible crimes of burglary, murder, and rape, mostly murder.
Okay.
And you look at the crime scene photos, and they're horrible. Blood all over the wall and all kinds of shit. He was sadistic.
He wanted to make a scene, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start off this by saying, I feel kind of bad for him in his childhood because he had an uncle who sat down with him. First off, showed him a bunch of bloody pictures because his uncle was a Vietnam vet, and he took, whenever his uncle killed somebody in Vietnam, he took pictures of them and he brought them back with him. So he's showing a little boy these pictures that he took, followed by a bunch of Hustler magazines. And we're talking, he's not,
I mean, is it okay?
Puberty.
Is it okay if I agree on one and not the other?
I mean,
it
don't
depends
agree
on.
both,
I guess it depends
sure.
on the article of Hustler. Is like, are they well groomed down there? Or are we talking about like in the animal age? Or okay, never mind. I'm going off subject.
This was early '80s, so you can use your imagination.
Yeah, that's where the lawn landscapers came in.
But to show a little kid something like that at that age is basically you are imprinting something right there. If somebody wants to look at a Playboy or a Hustler later in life, that's fine. But that's not something to show little kids.
Yeah, I agree.
And here we are now. We have the woke progressive left. You'll find this too on YouTube, where they have this thing called the gay BCs.
The gay BCs, really?
Yes.
Are they really going to go ahead and they're going to gay up the alphabet? Really?
They already did, basically, and one of them is Q for queer, C for coming out. And this is what's in there.
How about D for do the right thing?
Oh, come on! You're speaking something that might be deemed racist there. I mean, they take out Dr. Seuss, but want to implement this crap.
No, how about F for you fucking idiot?
There we go. So I honestly believe there are only two genders now. If there is somebody that feels a bit confused and they feel like they're a woman trapped in a man's body and they're old enough to go get the surgery, that has to come at a later age in life. That doesn't come between the ages of like 5 to 10 to maybe 15.
No. See, here's the thing. Here's my understanding. And I told before you called in, I said, if you go ahead and your child has to go ahead and have gender replacement surgery or whatever the case, you failed as a parent. Now, here's the thing.
I agree.
But here's the thing, though. You need a psychological evaluation. You need to have somebody say that you are either clinically insane and you should just be who you are and just stop worrying about it, or you need medical help. I think the last thing on anybody is to go ahead and chop off your frickin' dildy. That's the last thing.
Well, and how about this, Charles? How about this, too? There was recently here in my area, there was a daycare worker that was fired for trying to indoctrinate little kids, like basically sit down a 3 to 4-year-old little boy and look him in the eye and say things like, you were born with a penis, but deep down you are a girl, and just drill that in their head over and over and over again. To me, that's like mental molestation.
And I would press charges right there. I would press charges. How dare you talk that shit to me, to my kid? That would be basically like bullying. Yeah. That's bullying.
It is. But this is the indoctrination that's going on.
Yep.
I mean, if this was in California and the parents wanted to press charges, the teacher, the caretaker, whoever could probably counterpress for discrimination.
By the way, the Gay BCs is a fucking book by M.L. Webb, who hopefully is shot. This is Juvenile Notification, 28 pages. For many kids, this will encourage important conversations about identity and sexuality, as well as for those who might be questioning their own identities, the space to see themselves. That's a quote from Kiwi Magazine, which sounds really gay. The perfect way to teach your kiddos LGBTQ vocab while celebrating the beauty of embracing yourself and others. First off, there should be no vocabulary difference. Okay? We are all taught English, which, by the way, that brings me to another point. If you're Spanish, get the fuck out of here. English is the main language here in this country. And English can be taught on any gender, on any belief you have. You could be Christian, Jewish, Muslim. You're taught English. There's the same vocabulary. Now, just because you have different feelings and different views on who you like and what your sexuality is, doesn't include me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go ahead and read your name tag, your invisible name tag that you have, and say, oh, you're gay. I need to talk a different way to you. You're going to talk the way everybody else talks. And if you can't handle it, then stay the fuck home and be somebody that's in isolation. Because that's the way it is. Stop bitching and crying and wetting your panties. Because that's the way it is. You don't like it? Stay home. This is called freedom of speech. Gay BCs. Okay, fine. You want to go ahead and express that? Freedom of speech, you can express that, but I think it's gay.
Well, I say this. I mean, why not push that off to an older group that can handle it, not a 3 to 5 year old who I guarantee throughout the day you're going to catch them eating a booger.
Which, by the way, would offend some people. By the way, you eat that booger, and you're mocking granddad. Come on now.
Yeah.
But they're wanting.
Anyway, I got to jump off, but I just had to say my piece really quick.
No problem, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right, take care. There you go, 813-699-5353. Just like that, you can get your opinions heard. I don't care. You listen. You have an opinion, that's fine. I have an opinion too. Mm-hmm. Karen has an opinion. Even Alyssa has an opinion, even though it's quiet. We may not hear that opinion much, but she has an opinion. I'll tell you one thing. You go ahead and talk to Alyssa about abortion, she'll say, well, that's that I don't believe in that. That should never happen, blah, blah, blah. But if you get another person that's like, well, yeah, it's a woman's right to choose. Mm-hmm. Are they going to hate each other? Are they going to start throwing knives at each other? Are we going to start going ahead and sharpening up the pitchforks and we're going to go at it? No. But listen, I will tell you this. The more genders you make up, the more bathrooms you're going to have to build. I'm telling you.
Now,
we're going to have to build tranny bathrooms. We're going to have to build poly bathrooms. We're going to have to build pre-tranny bathrooms. And pretty soon, you know what's going to happen? And you know what? Maybe this is an underlying thing. We're just going to have one big fucking bathroom.
I was going to say, that's what I noticed. We went to a couple places in Alabama that we had gone when we lived there. And one, it was just a quick stop, but we stopped at McDonald's to look at some paperwork. I ran in to go to the restroom, and they
just
remodeled.
One bathroom.
Yeah, they remodeled the inside, and there is only one bathroom, one stall, and the sign actually doesn't say male or female. It just says bathroom.
Yeah. Well, okay, and what I mean by that is, when you go into Publix, you go to Walmart, you go to a super center, a retail store, whatever, they'll have dual bathrooms.
Yes.
My thing is, and of course each bathroom you go in has multiple stalls, multiple urinals, whatever the case is. My thing is, it's going to be second nature. You watch.
Oh, I know.
Where it's going to be bathroom. And you'll have your urinals, which will be closed off by doors, by the way, because no woman wants to see that. And you'll have your stalls where the woman would go anyway.
Well, have you ever gone to the Dairy Queen down here by you?
Well, I have. I haven't used their bathrooms in a while.
If Alyssa's ever used the bathroom, when you walk in, there's the toilet to the right, but then it almost looks like they originally had a shower in there. But then there's this other...
Probably like a broom closet now.
It's kind of like a urinal, but it's shaped different. So I couldn't help myself but ask... At first I thought, oh, well, how nice, moms with little boys. But then I couldn't help but ask, and so the manager goes, no, that's for girls to pee standing up. What?
Yeah, why not?
I'm like...
something,
why?
and I'm surprised, with all this shit going on, where people get so offended. I'm surprised women haven't stood up and say, well, why don't we get a urinal?
Ugh. They got those little things they can slip in. They look like a funnel, so that they can pee standing up.
No, I've seen...
that to me is just stupid.
Years ago, when I was with somebody else, they had to go for a test. And they called it a clean catch. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically you had to pee in a cup for them to,
right,
do testing on. But they had to stand up doing it.
Yeah, that's really the only way you can do it.
Yeah. So it's like, obviously there's a way.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you don't stand and, face the toilet. You still sit, and then when you're ready, you kind of stand yourself up.
What, you can't aim? It's just dribble. I mean, listen, Listen, I've seen my share of porn. I see how it comes out. I mean, it's disgusting to watch. I mean, I think it's disgusting no matter what. You watch me pee. I don't want to see that shit. See the movie Step Brothers. One scene has them sword fighting while they're urinating. I'm thinking, oh, come on, I don't want to see that. But it's like it's a stream coming out of them too by you guys. It's a stream.
Yeah.
You could go ahead and aim it at a urinal.
I mean, I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Why bother
not?
with the extra work?
Right.
I
Why do
mean,
we have
I
to go ahead and
sometimes
sit
wish
down?
that we could, like, because if you're driving along and there's nothing in sight, you could pull off the side of the road and the guy could walk into the woods and they can go to the bathroom.
Yeah. All you have to do
nice
is put
and easy.
put your leg up there like a dog and just go.
But a woman, on the other hand, it's not that easy to do.
I think it's more easy than you think.
I don't
And
know.
you're a woman.
I almost toppled down a hill trying one time when I was out hiking.
Well, that's your problem. You picked a hill instead of actually a freaking tree. Man, is this the only place I have to pee? Yeah, it's about a 30-foot incline. I'll try it anyway. And you go off the pee, and then all of a sudden you're rolling, and you look like one of those. You look like one of those freaking things that waters the lawns and it's just going everywhere.
The sprinkler. When I was a teenager, we went. I think I was about 15. We went hunting, and my sister and I, we decided, okay, we'll go hunting with Dad. So we go, and then we of course both have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So my dad finds this like little gully, and he goes, well, it's wooded. Go down in there. Well, the boys and I'll stay up here.
Yeah.
I no sooner have my pants around my ankles and I'm holding on to the side of the tree to brace myself as I hear a gunshot. And I'm like,
Time's up.
hello, I'm in here. And then I see a rabbit run in front of me. And then it's probably 3 foot, 4 foot to my right. And its tail gets blown off. I'm like,
oh.
It is so good that my pants are down.
Yeah, right?
Because I would have completely pissed myself.
Because what you're gonna do basically is you're gonna catch that bullet in your twat and save the bunny.
I said when we back up there. I said, Dad, y'all were shooting and we were in there. Oh, we knew where you were.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no problem.
If you could see the rabbit, apparently obviously that wasn't as wooded as we thought it was.
Yeah, right. Apparently not. So what else did you see there,
I was like,
Dad?
I am not going hunting with you ever again. Ever.
Not again. No way.
No, that ruined it for me.
All right. Well, Alyssa's joining us, and we'll go ahead and take a break here. We'll allow her to get settled in. We'll bring up Dr. Seuss. Yep, that's happening. Everybody's already heard about it. Everybody has their opinions on it.
You saw Grease too.
Did I see Grease too?
I put it on the show page. Did you?
Oh,
yeah, they're removing Grace. Yeah. Grease.
There's a 15-year-old weightlifter that's in the news. We'll talk about her. Already talked about Mr. Potato Head getting that decision reversed because, well, damn it, that was just too much there. And Texas, there's a lady in Texas that's putting together a lawsuit. We'll tell you against who and why. Coming up after this, so. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
you ever feel like this world is full of assholes? Well, maybe you'll enjoy this song. Walking on my left, talking on my right, every flipping day, even late at night, bugging on the net and yapping on TV. Assholes, assholes, just won't let me be. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting in my head. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Sound familiar? Well, wait a minute. I'm just getting started. Spamming up my inbox, calling on the phone 24/7. They won't leave me alone. Trying to sell me this, trying to tell me that. If I had a steamroller, I'd squash them flipping flat. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting in my head. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. I just looked in the mirror, guess what did I see? Another flipping one of them staring back at me. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Driving down the freeway, using up the air. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Blah.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's The Charles Richardson Show.
And welcome back, everybody. 813-699-5353. Check out Southpaw Customs on Facebook, SP Customs 6. That's the nickname you want to use. If you want to go ahead and have your logo branded on anything from a coffee mug, T-shirt, armband, or maybe even a G-string. I don't know. They may do it. But go ahead and go to Southpaw Customs. They are our official T-shirt and sweater brand of the Charles Richardson Show. Visit them at SP Customs 6 on Facebook now, and let them know what you want to do with how you want to go about being branded. And I'm not talking about cows with the ruby pokers, red pokers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, let's go to, I think it's time for memes. You get that done. And yes, Alyssa sent them in too, so we make sure that we have the memes sent. Let's do it.
We start with some breaking news. After everybody changing their logos and changing what they do, blah, 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 Lucky Charms has announced that they will be keeping their leprechaun because Irish people aren't so oversensitive little bitches. Damn right.
That's right.
This one here is Orange County Choppers, Paul and Paul Jr. Paul Jr. says, "You don't need more Bath and Body Works." Paul Sr. says, "I have a coupon." Here's a little yellow duck, cute as can be. My ducks are absolutely not in a row at this point. I have no idea where my fucking ducks are even are.
I feel that way very often.
Yeah.
Amen.
Slinkies. Some people are like Slinkies. They're really good for nothing. But they bring a smile to your face when you push them down a flight of stairs. I did that once, actually.
But it's still funny.
Yeah, it is. This one's from word porn. One day you'll find somebody that's obsessed with you. It's probably going to be a dog, but it is what it is. Here's a cow with a saddle on its back. Never, ever, ever, ever go to the horse auction after 4 margaritas. Lesson learned. Oh, shit. Wow. By the way, speaking of that, Karen brought some drink over. She said, "Oh, drink it straight. It's fine. And it goes down smooth." Karen, let me get the right sound effect for this one here. This one here, what's the male equivalent to Karen? It is Dave.
I was like, of course it is. Well, aren't you just the couple?
Right?
This one, I guess, is a Texas meme. The snow is melting. So much dog poop. So much. This is your brain at 3 a.m. I can't see you trying to sleep, so I would like to offer you a selection of every unresolved issue, memory, or thing that you should have said or done today as well in the past 30 years.
Yep.
Does that mean we have something fucked up going on in our heads? Yes, it is.
It happens to me constantly. That's why I don't sleep.
Yeah. This next one, it says anal. Because happiness often sneaks in a door you did not think was open. I don't come up with this. This sign says, maybe if you suck dick the same way you suck the fun out of shit, you'd still have a hand.
That should be on the shirt.
Right? Oh, God. This is bad. This is Snow White and Pinocchio, obviously. Snow White sitting on Pinocchio's face. Lie to me, Pinocchio, lie to me. It smells nice in here. Oh, shit. This one says, it's a somewhat of a conversation. Hers says, I only date guys with six packs. Guy, basically heavyset guy with a Corona six-pack. This one has a warhog floating in a river. When you Hakuna Matata so hard last night, you have no idea where you are in the morning. I thought that was something different. Why is it so small? You can't even see that.
It was the Publix one. On you.
Yeah, never mind. Let me see if I can pull it up, though. That's the end of the meme. I can't even pull that up.
Well,
that sucks. There we go. Attachment. I just want to read it, even if I can't see it. I want to just read it. Done with that. Oh, there was more. I can't read it. I can't read that Publix one. It's too blurry. I'm sorry.
I didn't send the Publix one in.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
I don't think I sent a Publix one. No. Anyway, there was others.
I like the Hakuna Matata one. That was good.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
There's a couple others too.
Yep. I'm waiting for the look. This one is the Barrington Bears. I am a father. I am he. A father is something you could be. I am a mother. I am she. A mother is something you could be. Down there at the bottom is some snowflake saying hate speech. What else?
I don't remember what that was. The Publix one.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know what it is either.
Oh no, it was the guy that used the skull as a puppet.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one here has got a 4-wheel drive with a guy with very thin tire. Oh no. What the fuck?
It has stirrups.
Oh,
like you used to get up on a horse.
Yeah. So it says, meanwhile in Texas, and there's stirrups on the freaking.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's not really funny.
It's kind of funny.
It'd be funny if you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
If you saw it driving down the road, you'd be like, wow,
what the fuck
that's
is this?
really weird.
Do you have a set of brass balls at the bottom of your truck?
Probably.
Here's a baby Yoda. No matter how bad your life is, just remember there are people out there worried about the gender of
That was good.
That was good.
I thought so.
That one stood up and kind of made me laugh. That's right. And that's the memes for today, March 3rd, 2021. We got them all. Thank God.
You on drugs?
No, I am not, but I should be. Actually, I am. I'm on high blood medication. That's not sure if that's drugs. James wants to know what we're discussing today. Everything. We are discussing.
Gender canceling bullshit.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Well, I on the truck, thinking that it'd be funny if you saw it. I actually had someone take a film or picture. I don't know which they were taking of me, because when I drive David's truck, then because he didn't used to have step rails on it, I used to have to take a step stool with me. Well,
you short little shit.
Once I would climb in it, and I'm talking a 2-step step stool. So once I would climb in it, I would look down. I'm like, oh, how am I supposed to get that? So he actually had a drill a hole for me so that there was a bungee cord through it, so I could just whip it back up. Well,
talk about ratchet.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, his standard truck, his boss got in it to take it back to the office one day, and he asked him at the end of the day, he goes, dude, you and I are pretty much the same height. He goes, what the hell is going on with the 2x4 blocks on your pedals? And he goes, oh, that's so my wife can reach the pedals because it has so much of everything. He goes, wow.
Are you really that sure you can reach the damn pedals?
No, especially if it's a clutch.
Oh my God. That's bad.
I know.
When my car wasn't working, I had a coworker drive me home, and she has a big SUV, kind of like yours, maybe a little bigger. And I had to hoist myself onto that thing. I was like, wow.
And David's is well, his is as high as he can go with it and still be able to haul because he can only go so high, but it's up there.
It's big. It's huge. Oh man. Speaking of huge, the rap that Dr. Seuss is getting, especially when he finally went ahead and made a big freaking scene over it on his birthday.
So stupid.
It is. So there was a little poem here. I'm going to read it as best I can. I'm not a poem reader, in case you haven't figured it out. They canceled your feelings, they canceled your thoughts. They canceled the Dr. Seuss books that you had bought. We'll cancel your culture and history, they said. Even they canceled poor Mr. Potato Head. They'll cancel your clothes and the shoes that you wear. They'll cancel your opinions and the style of your hair. You warriors of justice, I ask you to please stop trying to cancel the air that I breathe. For I live in America, the land of the free, and one thing's certain, you won't cancel me. That was actually a poem on here with a Dr. Seuss, the live-action Dr. Seuss cat in a hat with the two kids on each side. With that being said, 6 Dr. Seuss's books will no longer be published because why the fuck not?
Curious if I have them.
Yeah. So there was a couple here. Here's what it says. It is. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, and if I ran the zoo.
Got it.
There were more. I'm going to find them.
Mulberry Street was his first book that he published, too.
The other 4 were McElliot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Egg Super, and The Cat's Quizzer.
I have McElliot's Pool, too. So I have 3 of the 6.
So
hold on to them.
Yeah, hold on. According to Dr. Seuss Enterprises, they state a statement, part of them says the books portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong.
So there are, I know in, actually in all 3 of the ones that I have, there are references to Chinese people and Asian people that could be seen as offensive.
Okay. And honestly, this was written how long ago?
Yeah.
And what age group are these for? That's the part that kills me.
And I'm wondering.
They're not understanding the
right, but it's okay to tell them that they can choose their gender at 3 and 4 years old, but you can't read them Dr. Seuss. Look, they don't understand that any more than you tell them to choose a gender.
So more to the statement from Dr. Seuss's publications is that ceasing sales of these books is only part of our commitment and to broader plan to ensure Dr. Seuss Enterprises catalog represents and supports all communities and families. I thought they did. I thought Dr. Seuss was universally for kids. No matter what age, gender, well, obviously age, but you know, whatever kid you are, what gender, what background, religion.
A lot of these characters are things that don't exist.
Exactly. It's all imagination.
It's all imaginary and it's all made up.
And I'd like to know
so that it can appeal to anyone.
And I'd like to know what's in these books. Like, what exactly? What line does it say? I want to be yellow like a Chinese man, or I feel so dark and tangy. I should be working and shucking corn or something. Is there some type of freaking phrase that happens? Like you need to own a slave, nobody else will. Or I don't get it.
That offends the Alaska.
I could grab it for you if you want.
Well, we don't have time. We can do it later.
I don't know. The whole thing is everything. It's not just this. It's everything. You follow sports, so there's a basketball player complaining because somebody called him coronavirus. So this lady lashes out and she says, well, blame Trump because that's what he calls it. I said, no, he called it the China virus. So nice try. Yeah. But it's just stupid stuff like that. But I joke, when David sneezes, I'm like 6 feet away, Corona. Things, and everybody, you hear it all over the place. It's more of it's a joke. It's not meant to be offensive. Oh, these people are such pansies.
Yeah, and it's more recent. Like I said, research in recent years has revealed strong racial undertones in many books written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss. I mean, even Disney has gone ahead and started labeling and putting in their beginning credits. This could be, not suited for people that have closed-minded.
But that is the problem, in my opinion, is giving into it, to me, is not like pacifying or trying to be sympathetic. To me, it's just you're caving. You're being cowardice. It wasn't intended that way. Your writers never intended it for it to be that way. You know damn well Dr. Seuss didn't intend to offend anyone with imaginary characters. And so, no.
Do you even know what? There was a major book that actually received criticism, but they ignored it. Cat in the Hat. They actually went ahead and started panning that too, but they are going to continue to publish it.
Why with the Cat in the Hat?
I don't know. I don't know. But apparently, any little term or thing that you could twist, it's going to be considered racist. They'll go ahead and ban it. They will ban it.
When I first started watching Cat in the Hat with the kids, at first I was like, I don't know if I want you watching this, because it was the house was getting messed up and they were doing different pranks and stuff like that. But then at the end, if you watch it all the way through, at the end, he's always how you need to have things neat and tidy. You respect your mom, and so
Sylvia says something about shadow in your face.
There's a shadow in your face. I don't see it.
Is that just to identify African American? I mean, what is that?
No, I guess she's got a shadow in her view, but I don't see one.
Oh, shadow in my face. Oh, I thought she was like, that's a quote from Dr. Seuss. Oh, she's talking about my beard going back.
Oh.
Probably. I'm over here thinking she's talking about Dr. Seuss. Like, anybody know about shadow in your face? Is that a saying from Dr. Seuss?
That's Dark Shadows.
Yeah, that's a Dark Shadow. There's actually critics that actually brought it Curious George books. Basically the premise of a white man bringing home a monkey from Africa. Again, and they'll go ahead and twist any goddamn thing to go ahead and make it seem like it's the worst thing ever.
And what kid have you ever shown these things to, and they're the ones complaining? No, it's the adults.
Yeah, it's all the adults because they want to go ahead and censor as much as you can. Censor. And
I read a book in third grade. Now, mind you, it was a junior high book, but still, it had the word damn in it. So I didn't find, I thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
But I was doing my reading time, so I was reading out loud, and when I said the word, then she's like, that's in the book? And I said, yes, it's right here. And she went down through a whole hissy fit at the school and made them remove it from the library over the word damn.
Damn!
Do you think junior high students aren't saying worse?
Elementary say much worse.
But
we have reference of that here at home.
So, but at the same time, I read right through it, thought nothing about it until she brought attention to it.
Yeah.
Now my mouth, that's something bad.
Well, and like, I have a friend who has a rule with her kids that if it's in a song, they can say it.
Right.
Because
no, you hear some of these songs nowadays.
No. If they're singing the song.
Again, have you heard some of these songs nowadays? What are they singing that type of song?
She's talking about songs you can hear on the radio. It's not like stuff. The like censored with.
There's a couple of songs that you can.
There are some words, but
yeah,
it's not as many.
Maybe. That's still those one or two words. They'll go ahead and emphasize, and they'll get a laugh out of some kids, or ooh, some kids, and I'm just thinking, emphasize more.
Well,
Dr. Seuss isn't the only one getting the freaking electric chair. Apparently, the movie Grease is also getting greased. You know what I'm saying? Misogynistic, sexist, and a bit rapey.
Well, you know what? That's kind of
how it is.
How it was back then.
Number one,
people did that stuff.
Number one, if you're really that offensive, don't watch it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This also applies to
anything.
This applied to gamemanship, not gaming style, but gamemanship.
Well, then, damn, we're screwed with Riverdale.
Yeah, no shit. Then I get rid of Riverdale. We haven't gotten to the third killer yet. Every season on that damn show is freaking killer. Let's see who it is. It's literally like a 10-episode game of Clue.
It is.
It really is.
It's like blacklisted.
No, I don't. I'm not really a fan of how they just drag this shit on in Riverdale. I mean, it's like to the third or fourth episode, I'm thinking I know who it is, and it's like I gotta wait 6 more episodes to figure it out.
I don't think that you're right this time.
We don't talk about it right now. But I think we'll find out. Social media users are calling for the ban of the iconic 1970s hit film Grease, condemning it for being, like I said, slut shaming too. Slut shaming? I think sluts had more fun then. A boxing day viewing of the film on BBC One sparked outrage online, with many Twitter users calling for the film outdated. It's in the fucking 70s. It's in the fucking 70s. Rizzo wasn't ashamed. She said, "Bring it on." Grease is on. It literally has a.
There was the one song where Rizzo was like.
Oh, because she wanted to be banged by more people, and everybody saw her. Anyway, she was trying not to be a slut so she could be a slut. Grease is on. It really has a terrible message, doesn't it? Said one user. Sorry, but Grease sucks on so many levels. No plot, nothing interesting happens, and the message is pure misogyny.
Have they actually watched it?
Yeah, right? Are you really watching this? Did you see 5 seconds of it, and your closed-minded couldn't freaking... Anyway, the film is a lighthearted romantic musical centering around a high school love affair between Sandy, played by Olivia Newton-John, which by the way was very bangable back then, and Danny, played by John Travolta, probably carried with bang him too. He probably had a nice big bush, so I don't know. Critics on Twitter complained about the lyric, "Did she put up a fight?" in the song "That Summer Nights" when Danny was talking about hooking up with Sandy. So this basically would go back to "It's cold outside," right? You don't do that shit. All couples must be boy-girl. Well, Grease, shove your homophobia.
Oh dear God.
That was the time that film was created.
But how can you? Okay. How can anyone watch these? Yes, these shows that were iconic for their era, and be okay with like, what is it? Teen moms.
Yeah.
That's okay?
Yeah.
No, well, they don't
that
mention
doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure that's next. Everything we're
Well,
watching.
there have been stuff brought up about Teen Mom too.
But everything we're watching. Oh, it doesn't have enough gay in it. It doesn't have enough these rights, this rights. It's saying the wrong word. It's like, well, let's go ahead and just make every movie the same goddamn way. You know, let's just do just one script and then we're going to vary on it.
You have to have,
that's it.
5 African Americans and 6 gay people and 2 transgenders and a partridge in a pear tree in every movie.
Pretty much.
You know something in Greece? I think there was only like maybe 2 or 3 black guys in there. Let's go ahead and get that on there too. There wasn't enough black guys. There was the one big black guy who pissed off everybody. Or not pissed off, he got pissed off and basically almost committed murder on the football field. It's fun, by the way.
Yeah, and then the only other one I know was wasn't he a janitor at the diner?
I don't know. Probably. Who knows?
Hey,
listen, let's go ahead and
Back to the Future.
let's go ahead and knock off that. Yeah, that was Back to the Future. By the way. But that made me think. Hey, Back to the Future didn't have a lot of black people. Let's do that one. There was another comment that I really can't believe the snowflakes want to ban Greece. What the fuck? WTF? Yeah, thank you. Please don't ban Greece. I know all the words. I still got a crush on Danny Zuko. I mean, it's John Travolta. He's got like stamosis. You know, he has degrees of stamosis.
Yes.
Okay. I think he kept the facial look, but yeah, everything kind of like aged and has gone dinosaur on him. I wish my girl Sandy would have recognized Danny Zuko was trash, and she didn't need to change for anyone. Well, that's okay. So there's a point right there. Sandy had to change in order to fit in with everybody else. That's
high school.
Yeah. But again, you know, they're promoting to be yourself in high school. So I kind of agree with that. But again, it's the fucking 70s. You're asking a guy to go. You're asking a guy. Which, by the way, at the end, Danny Zuko did go ahead and go to his preppy self instead of the gangy self. He wore a fucking he wore a fucking Rydell freaking jacket, and he's like, okay, listen, I'm going to be a nice guy now. I'm not going to be this gangy, self-centered asshole. And then Sandy's like, well, listen, I want to be a leathery fucking slut. Let's go ahead.
But that's what relationships are about, is compromise.
It's
so it's nice to see that they were both willing to compromise. But as far as the gang portion, are they eventually going to, like,
I mean, really, how bad was that gang?
I know.
It was pretty bad. I mean, you see what
out, for God's sake.
You see what a piece of shit that car was? I mean, that was pretty bad.
You know,
that was not
they
going to be slight at all.
the car and fixed it up.
Yeah.
They just did a whole bunch of shit to that car, didn't they? I mean, listen, Danny was humping the engine when it came down. That was pretty fucked up, man. It's like, listen, where are you going to stick that dick? In one of the pistons? My God. Holy shit.
Well, she mentioned West Side Story, but that's one of the ones that is under attack. And wasn't Gone with the Wind? Wasn't that already under fire?
Yep.
Hey, if any freaking movie is outdated, it's the Gone with the Wind. That's a 50s movie, 40s movie, something like that.
You
back when Karen was born.
You can't take these movies from the past and try to put them under today's standards. It's not.
But they will. They will. You know, Archie Bunker's taking hits. Freaking Roseanne been taking hits. Everybody's been taking hits because of the way everything was portrayed.
We were watching. I can't even remember what movie it was.
You know what? Hold that for a second.
I think it was Parenthood.
Hold that for a second. Here's one of the things I've seen. Anybody that's owned slaves is dead. Anybody that was a slave is dead. We need to move on. We can't just stop. We can't just focus on
Even
the
the
past.
African Americans have said that.
Right. So guess what? We need to move on. We're learning. There's been a lot more opportunity for African Americans, and yes, I know there's still a gap, but it's nowhere close to what it was before. You have to give everybody some credit for kind of getting along, because you're still going to have those fraction of people that say, well, those ends and this and they need to be bathed in oil or whatever, or burned at the stake. You're always going to have those freaking people that are going to be racist. You're always going to have those people, and unfortunately, it sucks because it's going to live in the genes. But from what it is, just like smoking. Who did you know that didn't smoke in the 80s, 70s, and 80s? Everybody fucking smoked. How many people you see smoking now? Not that many. You still enough to buy cigarettes, but and make them credible, but not that many. So, are we ever going to kick it out completely out of the surface? No. But listen, it's gotten a lot better. We're going to take a break. Good news coming up, right? No? Yes. Okay. Good news coming up. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back right after this.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Dude, just
Would you have me live
Here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having butt sex. Cowboy butt sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Shot it.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, everybody, it is time to go ahead and get to our news part. Whoa, that was quick. Let's try that again.
Have you ever needed to...
No, we don't do that. What the hell happened there? Did I really just shorten this thing? No, here we go. There we go. The fuck happened there? Here's the good news with Alyssa.
A cycling group is repairing bikes for free all over the Navajo Nation.
Navajo? Oh, wait, is that...
Indians.
That's hate speech.
Well, no. Okay, Native Americans.
There we go. Now.
Proper terminology.
That's
Sorry.
right. Okay.
For many living on the 29,500 square miles of Navajo land in New Mexico, riding a bicycle is a way of life. Yet there isn't a single bicycle repair shop in the area. That's why a group of bike enthusiasts are bringing a repair shop to the desert. Instead of residents having to travel to town as far as Gallup to get their bikes repaired.
You have to go to Gallup. You have to gallop all the way to Gallup.
Silver Stallion is coming directly to them and not charging a dime.
Cool.
Silver Stallion Bicycle and Coffee Works is traveling across Dine lands to do free bike repair for the Navajo Nation as a form of COVID-19 relief. They got a grant in 2020 to help cover expenses for the New Mexico Economic Development Department.
Yeah, their grant was $1,400.
In addition to the grant from the state, the Southwest Indian Foundation donated a delivery truck, and the Cantina Foundation awarded the stallion with a grant to cover the truck's operating costs.
There you go.
Late this summer, Stan's Pivot Pro Team mechanic, Myron Billy, traveled to Gallup in New Mexico to outfit the station's freshly donated truck as a mobile bike shop. From September to November, Billy and the crew from the Stallion held 13 repair events, repairing 425 bikes in 7 different communities across the Navajo Nation. Events were hosted by community members at Navajo Nation chapter houses and community schools. The Silver Stallions Mobile Repair Center was a grassroots movement that was led by Dine mechanics and various riders like Billy. His experience working on the World Cup mountain bike circuit was critical to the operation's success in getting so many bikes rideable, and he served as an invaluable mentor for other mechanics.
We also had to probably go ahead and make it famous, like, hey, this is what we're doing. He was riding the circuit and he was spreading the word too.
Very good.
So there you go. Is it me? Or every time I hear the city Gallup, I want to go ahead and do.
You know, they should be riding horses, not bikes.
Yeah.
I agree because bikes pollute the air.
No, they not if they're not motorized.
Yeah, you know something. This is another thing that's kind of really irritated me with this whole modernization of everything. Oh, by the way, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like and share the show on Facebook. And Twitter as well. But yeah, it's like now you take these two-wheeler bikes and you put a motor on them. Are you that much of a lazy F to go ahead and ride a bicycle that you're supposed to pedal on a freaking motor?
It depends on how far you're having to go, and a lot of people can pick up a scrap weed eater and use the motor off of it rather than paying for
I don't
a
think
moped.
that bike had a motor on it, though.
No.
Yeah, I doubt
I
there's
really
motors.
hope not. I really hope it's like
I'm pretty
they're
sure
actually,
they were just regular bicycles.
They're actually putting up a sweat, and it's like, yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyway, thank you, Alyssa, for the good news, and that is going to wrap up everything. So, again, make sure you like and share the show on Facebook. Look up our page, The Charles Richardson Show. Look up our page also, Raw Talk Online Radio. Check out all the great shows. Like tomorrow morning, we kick it off at 7:30 with the Morning Mayhem from Just for Fun Radio in Georgia. Then 10 a.m., it's the Steve Jarrett Morning Show. And later on in the afternoon from 4 to 6, it's Matt Connerton Unleashed right here on rawtalkonline.com. Even though that doesn't work right now, that's why you want to go to the Facebook page and click on the link that's on there. We're out of here. We'll see you Friday. Take care, everybody.
But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.